And good evening to you. Welcome to high school volleyball action on Central Illinois Sports. Live tonight from Bolshoi Gymnasium in Pittsfield for the kickoff of the fall-spring volleyball season. Usually a fall sport, now a spring sport, as it is here in the state of Illinois in the year of COVID-19. Good evening to you. I'm Charlie Hull. John's alongside tonight as well. It's the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports and our inaugural game of the volleyball season. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Great Rivers Bank, Carnes Communications, the City of Pittsfield, Best Systems Insulators, Hometown Real Estate Broker Kate Marable, Lanham Chiropractic, John Penny & Sons Custom Builders, Geared Up Custom Apparel and Awards, Trash Queen, PCRE Incorporated and Auction Service, Cascom, Lipcom & Seed Sales, your Pioneer Dealer, Illini Community Hospital, Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, Logan Agri Service, First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Nucci's Restaurant, Niebuhr Funeral Homes, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Derek Harris, Illinois FBFM Bob Ray, Dear Wester Grain Services, Prairieland FS, State Farm Insurance Agent Rod Prentice, Damon's Plumbing, Westtown Ford Lincoln, the Pittsfield Church of the Nazarene, Bowler's Universe, Press Yours on You, Real Net and Twine, LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing, Pike County Concrete, the Pike County Express Newspaper, Gary Mendenhall for Mayor of Pittsfield, Moose Lodge 420, Western Illinois Fellowship of Christian Athletes, also by Dot Foods, Waters Concrete, Graham Angus Farm, and Trevor Zumwalt for City Alderman in Pittsfield. We thank all of our sponsors for helping to bring us this and every game for you on Central Illinois Sports. Volleyball action, the two teams out on the court warming up right now. You'll notice the ladies' Sockies wearing the pink and white uniforms here in the JV contest. They have some new uniforms on the way. Not enough because they have really good numbers. That's a good problem to have, and once those new uniforms are in, everybody will be in the matching black, red, and white. We'll talk more about the matchup on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show following this timeout.
Had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Press Yours on You would like to thank everyone in our community for your support in the past 15 years. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space with spirit wear for Unity Mustangs, Liberty Eagles, Brown County Hornets, and our hometown Central Panthers. Businesses, let us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. We are excited to now offer lasered hat patches. With limitations on attendance to local sporting events, we are excited to help bring you this game. Press Yours on You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois.
PCRE Real Estate and Auction is your #1 resource for buying or selling real estate in West Central Illinois. With 2 office locations, one in Pike County and the other in Calhoun County, PCRE Real Estate and Auction is the place to go when you're looking to buy or sell farmland, recreational and hunting land, residential or commercial property. See our current listings at PCRERealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for PCRE Real Estate and Auction.
It's time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Bob Ray, Jesse Shootman, Triope and Kansas State grad Emily Carls, Nathan and new All-Star accountant Madeline Heyer. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show with locations in Pittsfield, Berry, and Liberty. Great Rivers Bank is here to serve you with all of your banking needs. Find out more about their services by visiting greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Well, it's the first volleyball game of the season for these two squads. It seems like basketball just ended because it did. And, of course, a co-op between these two teams when it comes to the basketball side of things. But opponents here tonight on the volleyball court. The junior varsity game will be followed by the varsity contest. We're glad to bring both of them to you here on Central Illinois Sports. A little bit of a lighter schedule this week. We also have football this week. The Pittsfield Sockeye football team has their game canceled, so we'll be bringing you Pleasant Hill and Carrollton And then next week, we're going on a thing called vacation, kind of like Forrest Gump's dad, only we're going to come back after the week is over. We hope to have some folks help us fill in with some at least video streams for you of both volleyball and junior high girls basketball action, and possibly even some football. So stay tuned to the Central Illinois Sports Facebook page for that information. It's the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Volleyball warm-ups are one of the things that a lot of people say last a long time, and they do, but you got to get warmed up. There's a lot of different techniques you're putting in play all at one time. It's a very fast game, and you've got to be ready to really adjust on the fly here in this type of atmosphere. A very good numbers game for this Pittsfield Ladies Hockey squad. For Griggsville pairing, not quite as many on the JV team. I count 8 JV players going to be dressed here tonight, so a few less ladies on their side of things, but going to be ready to go here tonight with Coach Pam Van Winkle and Alicia Evans doing a great job for them. And for the Lady Sockies, it's Jill Cook and also Coach Stephanie Steele. Let's pause for a timeout on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show to hear from some of the sponsors helping to bring this game to you on Central Illinois Sports. We'll talk more about the matchup after this.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Don Kirk or Sheila Davidsmeyer today at 217-285-4014. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today. Western Illinois Fellowship of Christian Athletes offers support to our coaches, teachers, and athletes. Our mission is to help each grow in a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. Western Illinois FCA invites you to go to westernilfca.org to find out more or to join us as a financial partner. Look for some great events coming up. In May, banquets in Jacksonville and Quincy, and the $1 Million Golf Shot too. Western Illinois FCA, working for you. It's time for you to find out the difference that thousands have found with Westtown Ford in Jacksonville. If you're looking for a new Ford, Lincoln, or maybe a used car, truck, or SUV, why don't you take the short drive to Jacksonville, Illinois, Westtown Ford. They have the best sales and service in the area, and what a selection, thousands to choose from. It's Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, 30 minutes from high prices. Phone 217-245-7101 or go to westtownford.com.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Pittsfield's finished their warm-up time. Griggsville Perry now takes their 6 minutes of warm-up here in preparation for this junior varsity contest. There are a few fans in the stands here this evening. I believe the home team here at Pittsfield has allowed 2 parents to attend the contest. Still no visiting fans, which hopefully that might be able to change here in the near future as well. You know, when you think about it, it's kind of ironic, no visiting fans, especially for this contest, when you start thinking about the fact that
last week they would have
been here for at least Ashley Waters' family. So, you know, kind of interesting, but it kind of makes sense when you start looking at the things that happen throughout the last year or so, and we don't mean anything by that other than what it is. It's been kind of an interesting season here as well. Hey, by the way, if you're watching on YouTube, which I don't know where else you'd be watching this contest if you're not on YouTube, and you've noticed some of the messages that are coming into the chat, there's these wonderful people called spammers on YouTube, and they, for some reason, launch onto a chat every once in a while, and we're looking to take care
of that.
This individual, Alexa, and I don't think it's the one you talk to like in your bathroom in the morning to play your music. I think it's somebody else. But these 2 teams playing here tonight, And, John, when you talk about Pittsfield and Griggsville, Perry, about, 8 miles apart, when you talk about Pittsfield and Griggsville, and the Perry just a little farther down the road, these ladies have played against each other quite a bit, so there shouldn't be too many surprises, really, when they take the court against one another.
Yeah, I would say they probably know one another pretty well, especially since, they've, as you said, they play basketball together, they play volleyball separately. Griggsville, Perry, and Pittsfield have played a lot of different sports together over the years, so, they date one another, they see one another right down the road, all of those things.
Yep, lots of good friendships, but tonight they are competitors, and we're looking for a good competitive matchup. And, there's a lot of people who don't understand necessarily the game of volleyball, and they don't understand how intense it can really be. But, man, if you get two really good volleyball teams, John, I'm not sure if there's many sports that will keep you on the edge quite as much as that will.
That's very true, Charlie, as you'll have a lot of very long volleys then, and it's a very exciting game, a very fast game, a game that really requires a lot of athleticism, in a lot of men's college volleyball, because not a lot of, especially the downstate area of Illinois, has many boys volleyball teams in high school. You a lot of the time see guys that played wide receiver before or played basketball before on a very competitive basis all of a sudden, and they're playing college volleyball now, and that's just showing you the type of athleticism that it really requires.
Well, Quincy University over the years has been really one of the better programs in the NCAA at their level, and it's been a little bit down in the most recent years, but when you can get some good volleyball matchups, it's really, really fun to watch. Let's pause for a break on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We appreciate all of you watching, and we appreciate you not only thanking the sponsors, but spending your money with them. Shopping locally does make a difference. We're back with more after this on Central Illinois Sports.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Derek Harris, can help. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, you can work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek, it's the new beginning. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street, Quincy. Edward Jones, making sense of investments. Member SIPC. Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon guys to get it right the first time. No job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, we couldn't resist. Call Braden today at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family.
You can plan for most things in your life, but being sick isn't one of them. That's why Illini Express has expanded hours so your family can get the care you require. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, Illini Express can see patients 18 months and older, no appointment necessary. When you can't wait to feel better, Illini Express is here for you. Located on the square in Pittsfield. Learn more at IlliniHospital.org.
When you hear Pike County Glass, what do you think of? Is it storm window and screen repair? Commercial doors, windows, and storefronts? Maybe it's auto glass repair, including windshields, rock chip repair, side glass, and back glass. Or it could be screen and porches, glass showers and doors, and, well, you get the point. Glass is in their name, and glass is what they do. Pike County Glass, serving the entire area with high-quality craftsmanship, products, and customer service that's second to none. You'll find Pike County Glass at 1071 West Washington Street in Pittsfield, or call them at 217-285-4275.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Hey, if you're in the market for a new home loan, talk to the experts at Great Rivers Bank with locations in Barry, Pittsfield, and Liberty. They serve the entire region and beyond. Check out their online loan application at greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. The two teams are just about warmed up, ready to roll here in this JV contest. First game of the season for both squads, and they'll be active over the next 6 weeks or so in a shortened season, kind of like you're seeing everything this year. Everything happens in a 6-week period. And as you saw in the basketball side of things, it went by very quickly, and you'll see the same thing happen here in the season formerly known as the fall.
This is the fall season now. It seems it's kind of fall-like, except it's getting warmer instead of colder.
I always thought they should play football in the spring and play baseball and softball in the fall, but they didn't ask me, John. And it's probably a good thing because there's probably people out there a lot smarter than me about it.
It's not traditional, Charlie.
And I don't know of any rule changes other than you probably can't slap hands after the game when it comes to volleyball.
That means you don't run up to the net and slap hands as you go by to start the game, huh?
Nope, you use the same volleyball. But let's see, they're getting lined up, and we may see people slap hands. Look out. Here they go, and they are...
Oh, they touched.
Spreading germs left and right. Well, there it goes. There goes the neighborhood. Kidding, of course. Alan Schaffner, Beth Weiss Cash are officials here this evening. It's the junior varsity contest. The Lady Sakis are in the pink uniforms, the white numbers. The Tornadoes are in the traditional maroon with the gold decoration and the white numbers with black outline. Alan Schaffner explains to the players some last moment instructions.
The libero had to come into the game there.
That's Rebecca Newpower for this Lady Saki squad. For Griggsville Perry, we'll see Natalie Lothridge, Bella Garrett, also Bella Shoemaker, Kieran Ash, and Logan Hobson to start this contest, along with Ella Richard. Head back to serve first is Lothridge for Griggsville Perry. Ball over the net, taken by Graham. Set there by Huebner. Across the net it goes the other way. That was set across by Gay. Back it comes to the Lady Sakis. Newpower leaves it up to Huebner. Has it into the net, and it's a 1-0 advantage for Griggsville Perry. 1-0 Lady Tornadoes here in the early going of this contest. As Lothridge will head back for her second serve of the evening. Across the net taken by Graham. Off the Marable, sets it up for Graham. Spikes it across, ball to Lothridge. Now it goes to Hobson, trying to get it over the net. Just a little bit shy that time on the hit. And we're tied at 1 on the Trash Queen scoreboard. 1-1 here. And back to serve for the Lady Sakis is Emma Gay. Gay with her first serve of her high school career is a little long, it looked like, but the ball is touched in the back line by Hobson, off of her out of bounds, and it's 2-1, Lady Sakis. Looked like that serve was headed over the end line, but too close to call. And so Hobson tried to put a hit on it, but it went out of bounds. Next one by Gay is a good serve, and it's an ace for Emma Gay. Makes it a 3-1 Lady Saki lead. So her first ace of the season. 3-1 Lady Sakis here in the first game of this junior varsity matchup. Next serve by Gay hits the net, and that's a service error. Serve will go to Griggsville Perry in a 3-2 contest. Our game tonight brought to you in part by Trash Queen. They're serving the area with residential, commercial, and roll-off services. 217-320-4320. Garrett now is the server. She hits it across. The ball taken by Kloss. Across it goes, and her shot a little wide that time, and out of bounds. 3-3 now the score.
That serve may have been a little wide coming out, too.
Garrett again, the server with the right hand. She'll hit this one out of bounds on the left side of the court. And the ball goes out. The point goes to the Lady Sakis to make it 4-3. 4-3 the score. And Rebecca Newpower here will be the server for the Lady Sakis. Newpower, the libero. She's left-handed. Puts a good serve on it. Ball, nice dig on the other side by Lothridge. Ball sent back across the net now by Gay. Set up there by Nash. Trying to hit it across was Richard, and kind of an awkward spot as her back was to the net. It goes into the net, and it'll be a point for Pittsfield. 5-3 Lady Sakis. Newpower again, the left-hander with the jump serve. She'll hit it across. Hit in the back line there by Shoemaker, but out of bounds. And it'll be Lady Sakis with the point. 6-3 now the score. So Newpower with a couple of solid serves in a row. Not the tallest young lady, but really has some good hops. Send it across the net again. Hit by Lothridge in the middle, across the net, sent back across by Huebner. Back and forth they go as now it's sent back by Nash. Tipped across again by Huebner. And a point for the Lady Sakis, 7-3. 7-3 here in game one of the junior varsity contest. Pittsfield with the serve, 7 serving 3. Newpower serve, hit by Lothridge and unable to dig that one. And it's out of bounds, and 8-3 the advantage for the Lady Sakis, and Griggsville Perry wants the timeout. Game one, it's 8-3 Pittsfield on top of Griggsville Perry. Back with more after this.
sharing a big family moment, working hard from home, relaxing with a friend. Welcome to life in the broadband age, where reliable internet has never been more important. Cascom keeps your family connected with consistent speeds up to 1 gig and Plume whole home adaptive Wi-Fi. Make sure
After the Griggsville Perry timeout, Rebecca Newpower back to serve again for the Lady Sockies. They lead 8-3 here. Newpower hits the ball across the net, taken to the back line by Garrett. Blocked back across by Heavner and in for a point for the Lady Sockies, 9-3. Hey, want to remind you about the Queen of Hearts drawing tonight at Bowlers Universe. It supports Socky Nation. They'll draw at 7 o'clock. Still time to go get your tickets tonight. Newpower's next serve over the net, and it's another ace. Some miscommunication that time for Griggsville Perry, and it's a 10-3 advantage for the Lady Sockies here. And Newpower on quite the run from the service spot. The lefty again across the net. Good solid serve. Hit by Lothridge, but too wide on the other side, and makes it 11-3. Lothridge went down to get it that time, and Newpower just in a downward trajectory to make it difficult to dig this one out of the ground. Newpower's next serve is into the back line, taken by Garrett. Set there now by Nash. It'll be sent across the net by Hobson. Ball set up the other way by Marable. And it's a kill here for Claus as the ball hit just inside the line and makes it 12-3. Lady Sockies on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Good volley there by both squads and a good kill by Willow Claus. Newpower again from the serve for Pittsfield. Across it goes, taken by Lothridge. Set up here by Nash, and nobody home for the spike. And it's a point as the ball drops to the court, 13-3 Pittsfield now. So it was a 3-3 tie, 10 points in a row for Pittsfield. Newpower again from the serve, hits the net and sneaks across the top for the unconventional ace. In tennis, they stop things. In volleyball, they play on. Do explain, John.
I'm not sure, Charlie.
All right.
Tennis, they use rackets.
They don't call him the best color man in the business for anything. Here's a ball across from Newpower. Saved in by Hobson, and it hits the net, and to the ground it goes as the Lady Tornadoes' Ella Richard was unable to send it across. Makes it 15-3. We'll see Alexis Hammett come in for Pittsfield. On the other side, it will be Tegan Lawson for Griggsville Perry. Both for the first time on the evening. Heavner sits down for Pittsfield. On the other side, taking a chair will be Ella Richard. Newpower again to the serve, 15-3, Pittsfield on top. Serve across the net, taken by Lothridge in the middle, but into the net it goes as Nash couldn't get it hit over and makes it 16-3, Pittsfield.
Newpower has done a good job of varying her power on these serves and making it kind of unpredictable about where it's going to go.
She's really placing it in a number of spots. This time to the back line, hit by Garrett, that was Shoemaker. Shoemaker trying to get the ball back in the air for her squad, unable to do so as it goes under the net, and it's a 17-3 score, and things going quickly here in game one. Newpower's next serve, again, hit in the back line by Shoemaker, but unable to do anything with it. Makes it 18-3 and a timeout for Griggsville Perry. 18-3 Lady Sockies in game one of the junior varsity contest on Central Illinois Sports.
In the charming town of Pittsfield, Illinois, awaits a dining experience sure to impress. Nucci's Restaurant, specializing in Italian cuisine, succulent steaks, seafood, pasta, burgers, sandwiches, and scrumptious desserts, all made to order. Mouth-watering and high-quality dishes at affordable prices. Nucci's is the perfect setting for a dinner date or a family meal. It's more than dining, it's an experience. Check out Facebook for live entertainment. Once you experience Nucci's, it will become a favorite destination.
No matter who wins today, you can be on the winning team. Discover a job where your pay, job security, and safety are our top priorities. At DOT, our material handlers and drivers earn some of the best money in the market. Plus, we Top that off with goal-based pay opportunities, profit sharing, vacation time, 401k matching, and more. Make your fantasy team a reality. Join DOT today.
(18-3) in game one. Into the contest for the Lady Sockies for the first time is Sadie Weir. New Power is back to serve again for Pittsfield. Across the net it goes, hit into the back line, and another ace for Rebecca New Power, and she's on quite the roll for Pittsfield.
Charlie, as you've talked about, volleyball is definitely a game of communication, and I think that's where GP is having trouble right now.
New Power to the back line, hit by Shoemaker, and unable to be popped into the air again by Griggsville Perry, makes it 20-3. 20-3, the lead after a 3-3 tie, so 17-0 run by Pittsfield. New Power's been at the serve for a while now. Hits the ball taken by Lothridge. Set up here in the back row, Nash going to be sent across. On the other side, Marable will hit it across. Right back it goes, spiked by Hammett. Again, the volley back across to Pittsfield. Set up by Marable for Kloss, trying to kill, and sneaks it into the back line for point number 21 for the Lady Sockies. Makes it 21-3. Good solid volley by both squads that time. 21-3, and the roll continues here for Pittsfield. New Power again back for the serve. The left-hander with the jump. Lothridge will hit it up. Nash with the set. Going to be taken by Hobson, but blocked down by Hammett. And it's a 22-3 Lady Socky advantage. Trying to make quick work of the Lady Tornadoes here in game one. It's also a game of momentum, is volleyball, and the Lady Sockies definitely have it on their side here in game number one. New Power's next serve, hit toward the back line. Lothridge at the head, trying to save it, and that time was Lawson, unable to get a hand on it, and makes it 23-3. New Power, two more good serves, and this first game will be in the books. This one over the net, taken to the back line, but unable to get it across was Garrett, and makes it 24-3. And here it is for game point. New Power serve toward the sideline. Trying for the dig was Shoemaker. The ball goes out of bounds, and it's a 25-3 win for the Lady Sockies in game one over Griggsville Perry. Game two of the JV match coming up next.
In a world that seems to be out of control, your friends at First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Illinois want you to know that the hope of God's love reaches out to you. God loves you, and He has a purpose for your life. If you'd like to learn more about this, we invite you to join us at 8 a.m. or at 10:30 on Sunday mornings at 225 North Memorial Street in Pittsfield, or online at fccpittsfield.org, our Facebook page, or our YouTube channel. First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Illinois, a safe place to learn and grow.
Hi, I'm Trevor Zumwalt, your candidate for Pittsfield Ward 2 City Alderman. As a representative, I will be dedicated to the Pittsfield community and the ward. I'm a lifelong resident of Ward 2. I currently serve as an officer on the Pittsfield Fire Department. I've volunteered with the Little League, Soccer Youth Football, as well as the high school football program. I will work hard for you in the city of Pittsfield. I'm proud of the history here, and I want to build a stronger community for our future. Please vote for Trevor Zumwalt, Ward 2, for City Council, April 6th.
Since 1962, Logan Ag has provided customers with quality products, competitive prices, and...
But what about the new locations, Grampy? What new locations?
Well, boys, Logan Ag now has locations in Winchester, Illinois, and in LaBelle, Missouri.
So now there are 4? I'll be 4 this year.
Logan Ag, serving customers in Griggsville and Winchester, Illinois, Paris, and LaBelle, Missouri.
Our vision for agriculture is 2020.
Welcome back on Central Illinois Sports, getting set for game two as Pittsfield takes game one by a final of 25-3 after the game was tied at 3 points apiece. John, the Lady Sockies got on a roll, and Rebecca New Power doing a great job with the serves.
Yeah, she really did a great job, and as you talked about, she was getting just enough downward trajectory to make it difficult to return those serves, and really has a lot of hops for a not very tall young lady, and did a nice job of varying the power on those serves, also putting it a lot of different places, trying to see and make a lot of people try to return that ball. And when she found somebody who wasn't great at returning it, she targeted them some.
Lady Tornadoes will try to rebound in game 2. Lady Sockies will try to make it a 2-0 sweep here in the opening game of the JV season. We'll have it for you next on Central Illinois Sports.
Real Estate offers residential buying and selling specialists as well as land specialists across the Midwest. Call our office at 217-285-4502 or call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. Speak to any of the hometown brokers for residential and commercial properties. Kate hopes you are enjoying the broadcast of our local teens enjoying their sports. Give Kate Marable a call at 217-370-9809. Hometown Real Estate for you.
We welcome you back on Central Illinois Sports. The Griggsville Perry Lady Tornadoes, the Pittsfield Lady Sockies. It's game 2 of the junior varsity match with the Lady Sockies leading by a 1-0 count. They are not going to switch benches as they normally would in a normal season. So there's a rule change for you, John. But they did change volleyballs in between games.
They cleaned him in between. They've cleaned it a couple of times already.
That should eat the outside of the volleyball off in a hurry. So it'll be a good couple of years to be a sports equipment salesperson, I bet, because I'm going to guess they weren't made to have Lysol rubbed on them all the time. We're here in game number 2, and it looks like the Lady Sockies have Poor, Hammett, Gay, Marable. Also out there is Martin, and the 5th player is Kloss for Griggsville Perry.
For the moment.
Yes. Yeah, they'll sub Kloss out and New Power in. Why the libero can't just start there, I don't know.
Because that's not how this works.
Griggsville Perry has Lothridge along with Garrett. And we'll set the rest of their lineup here in just a moment as Marable's set to serve here at the right hand. Powerful serve into the back line. Hit up by Hobson. Taken by Lothridge. Back to the back line again. Hobson. Sent across it goes Gay. Set up by Marable. Hammett with the kill. And it's just out of bounds, the referee tells us. And they gave the point to Griggsville Perry. Griggsville Perry didn't think it was out of bounds. It was right in front of them, but the referee on this side says not so fast, and the Lady Tornadoes a quick 1-0 advantage. Lothridge will serve here for Griggsville Perry. Shoemaker's still out there along with Garrett. Sent across the net, New Power with the bump. Set up by Marable. Trying to hit it across was Poor. Into the net it goes, and it's 2-0 Griggsville Perry. So the momentum now with the Lady Tornadoes. As Lothridge again back to serve for Griggsville Perry. High across the net it goes. Set up by New Power. Across from Hammond. Back line it goes to Lothridge. Now Shoemaker got to get it across and can't do so as the Lady Tornadoes look like kind of just lost track of how many times they'd hit the ball that time. The ball goes under the net and to Pittsfield in a 2-1 contest now. Pittsfield will have on the serve here Natalie Frazier. So Frazier for the serve. The right-hander hits it into the net, and that'll be a service error, and the point to Griggsville Perry. 3-1. Lady Tornadoes have the advantage, and the server will be Belle Garrett. Garrett with the right-handed serve on the overhand. Kloss takes it back to the middle of the Pittsfield side, sent across by Martin, set up by Nash, sent back across by Hobson. Now Martin hits it behind her head, and her teammates unable to follow her lead that time, and it makes it a 4-1 Griggsville Perry advantage.
Interesting how momentum goes, isn't it, Charlie?
Yep, after the Lady Sockies reeled off 22 straight points, Griggsville Perry with a good start here in game 2. Good serve by Garrett. Ball going to be set up for Poor. Across the net it goes. Now set on the other side by Nash. Set it up for Richard, who was unable to send it back across. And it falls to the hard court and makes it a 4-2 score. New Power in for the Lady Sockies in the libero jersey. Also Emma Root going to check in for the first time for the Lady Sockies as Martin will head back to the bench.
New Power back to serve as the libero can pretty well go in and out whenever they want.
New Power had quite the roll in game 1. Sits it across. Shoemaker hits it high. Now sit back across the net. It comes by Hobson. Kloss going to have it set up, and she'll spike it down. Good set that time by the Lady Sockies. That set was by Emma Root, fresh into the contest, and makes it 4-3. 4-3 the score on the Trash Queen scoreboard. New Power again on the serve for Pittsfield. The left-hander hits it, and it's too hot to handle by the Lady Tornadoes. Out of bounds it goes, and it makes it 4-4. Tied up now. And New Power doing what New Power's done so far tonight, just keeps on rolling with her serving. Rebecca New Power with the jump serve. Ball tried to be handled by Richard. A little deep that time, couldn't get it out of the arms. Actually ended up hitting her in the chest, and out of bounds it goes. 5-4 now, the lead for Pittsfield. Rebecca New Power can put some force on her serves. Hits it across, hit in the middle by Lothridge. Going to be set up by Nash for Hobson. Across the net it goes. Bumped by New Power to Marable. Sent across the net by Frazier. Lothridge with the dig on the other side to Nash. Set up for Hobson. Sends it across New Power. Set by Marable for Poor toward the back line and out of bounds. It'll be the point for Griggsville Perry. 5-all the score here in the second game of the junior varsity contest. And Ella Richard will be on the serve now for Griggsville Perry. 5 serving 5. Here's a good dig by Poor. Hit across by Marable. And got to give a lot of credit that time to Poor. She went to the floor to dig that ball out, and the point goes to her squad to make it 6-5. Into the contest for Pittsfield. Checking in is Liesel Davidsmeyer for the first time, and she'll head to the back line for her first serve of the season. Davidsmeyer also a right-hander toward the back line. Lothridge takes it there. Set up by Nash. Across the net. Hit that time by Garrett. On the other side, Marable sets it up for Root. Back across it comes from Shoemaker. Diving save by New Power. Trying to get it across for the Lady Sakis, and just a little short that time from Davidsmeyer, but quite the effort by New Power to keep that ball alive. Point to Griggsville Perry. The game tied at 6. 6-all here. And the server will be Kira Nash. Nash is a freshman. Referee gives her the ready whistle and says, here we go. She puts the ball in the air with the right hand. It's a deep serve taken in the back line by New Power. Set up by Marable for Davidsmeyer. Hits it across. Bumped there by Lothridge. Now she'll get it set right back to her. Sends it across the net. Davidsmeyer on the back line. Setting it up this time for a powerful shot. Back the other way by Root with the kill. And makes it 7-6, Lady Sakis. Root got some pretty good force behind that ball. Now here's Emma Gay back in for Pittsfield. As Frazier will sit down. To the back line for the serve is Willow Kloss. 7-6 Lady Sakis on the serve. Kloss will hit the ball for the ace as it sneaks inside the line and makes it 8-6 Pittsfield. So Kloss with her first ace of the year. And ready to roll again here on the serve is Willow Kloss. Puts the ball in the air, sends it across. Taken in the middle that time by Richard. Good save by Hobson. Sent across the net by Nash. Set up now Marable for Gay from the left side. And right into the middle of 4 Griggsville Perry players. And it's a point for the Lady Sakis, 9-6. And communication. It's key. 9-6 Lady Sakis as Willow Kloss goes back again for the serve. Hits it across the net. Taken in the middle by Richard. Bumped up now by Hobson. Sent across the net by Brown. On the other side, Marable leaves it for Gay. Too hard and out of bounds. And it'll be Griggsville Perry ball. Side out. 9-7 the score. And Hobson will be on the serve. Logan Hobson, also a freshman for Griggsville Perry. Her first serve of the season. Across it goes Kloss. Has it set up. Marable to Root and wide left and out of bounds. Makes it 9-8. Gotta like how Root hits the ball, though. If you're gonna dig that one, you better be going to the ground in a hurry because it's coming across. Hobson, a good serve again. In the back row, taken by Davidsmeyer. Set up for New Power. The lefty sneaks it across, and it lands in bounds. Got a little extra English on it that time, and it makes the score 10-8 Lady Sakis.
Tip the top of the net, and then just inside the far sideline.
And who's on the serve? It's going to be Kayla Martin for Pittsfield. And she's back into the contest. Also, Hammett checked back in for the Lady Sakis. Martin with her first serve of the season. A high serve toward the back line, hit by Nash. Bumped here by Shoemaker, sent across. That was by a new player. That's just Lothridge back into the game. Sorry about that. Point goes to the Lady Sakis, and the ball falls to the ground and makes it 11-8. They have a longer ponytail on the back. It's hard to see that number on the back, so you got to wait till they turn and face you here. Good serve last time by Martin. Another good one here. In the back line taken by Hobson. Ball going to be sent across the net by Garrett. In the back row, Davidsmeyer. Marable sets it up. Trying to hit it down was Gay. Ball saved in by the Tornadoes. Sent across by Nash. Now a hit across by Hammett. Right back across Gay to Marable. Martin in the back row and can't get it across. That'll be Griggsville Perry on the point. They'll have the ball on the serve now, 11-9. They trail. It's 9 serving 11. And Shoemaker will be on the serve here for the Lady Tornadoes. Shoemaker, a good serve just across the net. Taken by Davidsmeyer. Set up for Hammett, and she'll get the kill. Alexis Hammett with the kill and makes the score 12-9 on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Willow Claus. Subs out as New Power came back in. Hobson with a high hit. Goes across and out of bounds as it was out as it went across the net and makes it 13-9. Here comes Lawson back into the game for Griggsville Perry. She will replace Ella Richard. On the serve now is Marable for the Lady Saki. She just had her first serve a moment ago. Serves again with her squad leading 13-9. Marable on the serve. Good force there, and it's tipped as it was headed, I think, out of bounds, but Hobson got a fingertip on it. And it's a point to the Lady Sakis, 14-9 on the ace.
It's going to be very close to being too long, if not.
Marable, the freshman, hits it across the net. Ball hit back across by Garrett. New Power set by Marable, down to Gay, trying for the kill, but too wide, out of bounds, and makes it 14-10. Griggsville Perry with the serve now as Lothridge heads to the back line. Her squad trailing by 4, trying for a little momentum like she got to start the game. Good serve across. Martin hits it in the air for Marable. Up for New Power. All the way in the back line. Ball taken by Shoemaker to Lothridge, sending it across as Garrett and out of bounds. It'll be 15-10 Pittsfield, and it's side out to the Lady Sakis. Frazier back in along with Claus. And Gay takes a chair, as will who sat down, John? Looked like Davidsmeyer, I believe.
Yep.
Thank you. And Frazier back on the serve for the second time on the evening. 15-10 Pittsfield. Good serve by Frazier. Hobson with a high hit across, but it's wide and out of bounds. And makes it 16-10. Here in game 2. Lady Sakis leading 1-0. Frazier. Good dig in the back line by Shoemaker. Ball set up Marable for Claus, and she gets it across. That ball hit on this side of the net, but had enough force to get across for the point and makes it 17-10. Griggsville Perry wants the timeout. We'll take it too. 17-10, the advantage for the Lady Sakis. Back after this on Central Illinois Sports.
Gary Mendenhall is ready to serve you as the next mayor of Pittsfield.
I'm Gary Mendenhall. I am confident that our beautiful city has our best days ahead of us. I am determined to make this community safe and prosperous with potential for future growth. I intend to address the issues that we are currently facing, as well as develop a promising vision for our future.
On April 6th, vote Gary Mendenhall for mayor of Pittsfield.
Are you searching for some meaning in life? Are you searching for a loving place to be accepted? If so, we would love for you to join us to take the next step in your life's journey together with us at Pittsfield Church of the Nazarene. Here at PCN, we're a group of real people looking to build real relationships as we journey together to experience real encounters with God. Join us online or in person at 227 West Washington in Pittsfield, Sunday mornings at 10 a.m., online on our Facebook page or YouTube channel.
Hey, we're back to live action. Just an ace a moment ago by Frazier makes it 18-10 Pittsfield as they were quick on the timeout. Frazier hits it across the net. Ball hit by Shoemaker, blocked back across Hammett. Sent right back by Hobson, though. Across Claus. Saved by Shoemaker. Across the net it goes by Nash. Set up by Marable. She hit it across, and they'll say no. That was a lift that time. Not the kind that you get when you couldn't find the Uber, but it is an illegal hit and makes it 18-11. Griggsville Perry trailing, but on the serve here is Garrett. Good solid serve, but it's wide left. And that'll be side out to the Lady Sakis, making it 19-11. And Rebecca Newpower, who has as many service points as anybody in this contest. And the referee will take a look here. He's just going to make sure he's got the right players into the contest. And now they'll bring Root back into the game, and Martin will sit down. And they'll complete that substitution. Martin gives her a slap on the back, says let's go. And we're ready to roll here. 19-11 Lady Sockies on the Trash Queen scoreboard. New Power with the serve across the net. Ball down on the ground to get it was Garrett. Marable sets it up Frazier. New Power will send it back across. In the back line, Garrett. Set by Nash. Sent high across by Lawson and out of bounds. And makes it 20-11 Lady Sockies. Hey, Illini Express here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every Monday through Saturday on the south side of the Pittsfield Square. New Power on the serve. Her squad leading 20-11. Shoemaker leaves it up, but it's blocked back across. Nash tried to send it across. Blocked down that time by Claus and makes it 21-11.
That ball just kind of set at the top of the net there, and that's one that you sometimes get fed back to you.
New Power on the serve. Hit in the back line all the way across by Garrett. Ball set by Marable for Root, and this time too hard and out of bounds. And it's 21-12. Griggsville Perry down here looking for a little run. Trying to keep things alive here in game 2 as they trail 1-0 in this match. Lawson on the serve for the first time. She's a lefty, and it's into the net for a service error and a point for the Lady Sockies. 22-12. David Smythe, no, check, that's Gay going to return along with Chloe Chastain for the first time coming in, and Chastain will be on the serve for Pittsfield. Her squad leading 22-12. Chloe Chastain and trying to finish things off here. Good serve across. Ball hit back by Garrett. Set up by New Power. Across it goes. Good. Strong kill that time by Willow Claus. It's 23-12. Claus and Root, when they hit it, man, you better watch out. It's coming at you in a hurry. 23-12 advantage Lady Sockies. Chastain with the serve. Ball bumped back across by Hobson. Set here by Root for Claus. Little soft tap across. Now Lawson and Hobson kind of look at one another. The other thought she was going to get it, and it goes to the court for a point for the Lady Sockies. And this is match point for Pittsfield. 24-12. Chastain on the serve. A high serve. Finds the front line. Hit across by Nash. Set by Marable. Back across it goes from Claus. Now Hobson sends it across again. Claus right back. Ball saved that time by Nash. Sending it across is Hobson. Bumped up by Gay. Marable over to Root. Her shot a little short into the net, and this game stays alive, 24-13. Griggsville Perry side out as Nash will go back for the serve. 24-13, the lead for Pittsfield. Nash on a good serve. Into the back line, New Power, set by Marable. For Claus, she'll hit it down, hit by Lawson. Back across it goes in a hurry, though, by Root. And that's a 25-13 win for the Pittsfield Sockies here. The Lady Sockies with the victory, 25-13, and win this match 2-0. We'll talk about it on the, well, we're going to call this the halftime. It's sort of halftime. The Carnes Communication U.S. Cellular halftime show on Central Illinois Sports.
They say nothing in life is free. Well, we're here to tell you they're wrong. Because when you switch to U.S. Cellular, you can get the Samsung Galaxy S21 5G for free with no hidden requirements. That's right, the Samsung Galaxy S21 5G has launched and you can get it for free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular. Terms and conditions apply. See store or uscellular.com for details.
Carnes Communications, your local U.S. Cellular agent on the corner of Jackson and Washington Street in Pittsfield. Call 285-5400 for Carnes Communication.
Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today. Dear Western Grain Service is your progressive feed and grain resource for Western Illinois. They offer a full range of feed products for all species and many grain merchandising opportunities with locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Deer Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461 or on the web at deerwestergrain.com. Welcome to Westtown Ford, serving Central and West Central Illinois. When you're shopping for a new vehicle, we believe you need a comfortable ambiance, dynamic selection of vehicles, competitive options for financing, and high-quality service to feel confident and stress-free throughout the car buying process. At Westtown Ford, you will find just that, a great selection of Ford models and a team that will make the process as smooth as possible. Westtown Ford Lincoln in Jacksonville, just 30 minutes away from high prices.
Welcome back, and thanks to Carnes Communications, your local U.S. Cellular agent, for their sponsorship here on Central Illinois Sports for all of your latest U.S. Cellular phone needs. In fact, I just went in the other day. I told the folks there at Carnes Communications, I said, hey, need to add a line to my plan. They said it's very easy to do, and it was very affordable as well. And you can get the newest phones that Carnes has to offer, or if you're like me and you're maybe assuming that your child may or may not lose their phone at some point, you can get a phone that's not as new and a little more affordable, and you won't feel like you'll have to sell your firstborn to pay for it. It's Carnes Communications on the corner of Washington and Jackson in Pittsfield. Well, the Pittsfield Ladies Sockies make quick work of Griggsville Perry here in the JV contest. 25-3, 25-13, the 2-0 win for the Lady Sockies. In game one, it was the Rebecca Newpower show on the serve as the game was tied at 3 and 22 straight points for the Lady Sockies. Griggsville Perry jumped out to a 4-1 lead in the second game, but Pittsfield claimed the lead and never looked back in the contest to win that one 25-13. Time to name our player of the game. It's presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Derek Harris. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, parents, teachers, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is the proud sponsor of the player of the game on Central Illinois Sports. And the player of the game of this contest, Rebecca Newpower. Her service points came up big for the Lady Sockies to claim their first victory of the season here at the junior varsity level. Let's pause for a timeout on Central Illinois Sports. We'll start to prepare for the varsity contest next in high school volleyball action from Boschel Gym.
Welcome to the city of Pittsfield, a great place to call home or a great place to visit as a home away from home. Visit the beautiful downtown area with the Pike County Courthouse and many businesses and restaurants to enjoy. Then check out the Pittsfield City Lake, a great place for boating, fishing, and camping. And new to the lake this year, a disc golf course. Learn more about all that the City of Pittsfield has to offer by visiting their website, pittsfieldil.org. The City of Pittsfield and Mayor John Hayden wish the Sockies good luck this season. Did you know that PCRE Real Estate and Auction now offers a full-service auction alternative? Farmland, residential real estate, commercial real estate, estates, guns, antiques, farm equipment, and commercial equipment are a few examples that the experienced auction team is ready to assist you with. Our team can make the auction experience less stressful and smooth. Check out our next auctions at our new auction location at 500 Piper Lane in Pittsfield, or call 217-430-2985 and speak with Jason Duke to learn more.
Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of the time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the player of the game on Central Illinois Sports. For all your investment needs, call Derek Harris at 217-222-7173 or stop by the office at 1891 Main Street, Quincy. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Spring will be here before you know it. Don't let busted screens leave you feeling cooped up when the nice weather arrives. Pike County Glass is your one-stop shop for screen and window repair. From storm window and screen repair to screened and porch installation, Pike County Glass does it all and more. All with high-quality craftsmanship and products, plus customer service that is second to none. Call Pike County Glass at 217-285-4275 or stop by at 1071 West Washington Street in Pittsfield. Pike County Glass, West Central Illinois' glass experts.
Well, we welcome you back on Central Illinois Sports. And both teams out warming up in preparation for the varsity contest. They get a lot of time to warm up when it comes to the volleyball side of things. And some people have joked that sometimes, and John, you know, when you saw like Quincy Notre Dame a couple of years ago when they were very, very good, West Prairie when they won a state championship, sometimes you see the warm-ups take longer than the games themselves.
Yeah, especially those couple of years where QND was the dominant team in the area, coached by a former Olympian. And I'm sure that didn't hurt anything either, or their height of their young ladies that were playing at the time. But yeah, that was definitely a time when there were a lot of games that were not very close.
Here on Central Illinois Sports, John, I'll let you go ahead and mark that down for us, pal, because I know you have those type of skills to be able to mark things here. And
thank you.
You know, I don't know when Lisa Heavener ever gets to go home, but it's not very often. She's keeping a scorebook, it seems like, about 99% of her life. And she's here again tonight doing a great job and helping to keep track of things at the scorer's table. Her and the Cox family also very involved here for the ladies' sockies, making sure things get kept track of at the scorer's table. That's the thing. You kind of forget about all those behind-the-scenes folks you need when it comes to, we watched Angie Greger in between as the high school principal. She's checking everybody in at the gate. She's sanitizing the bleachers to make sure they're all safe in between. So a lot of double duty action when it comes to smaller schools like these two. And it's always good to have those volunteers and well-rounded staff members as well to keep some things rolling. Let's pause for a timeout here on the Cards Communication U.S. Cellular midway point in this match as the varsity teams are warming up. We'll talk more about it following this timeout.
We'll be here before you know it. Don't let busted screens leave you feeling cooped up when the nice weather arrives. Pike County Glass is your one-stop shop for screen and window repair. From storm window and screen repair to screened and porch installation, Pike County Glass does it all and more. All with high-quality craftsmanship and products, plus customer service that is second to none. Call Pike County Glass at 217-285-4275 or stop by at 1071 West Washington Street in Pittsfield. Pike County Glass, West Central Illinois' glass experts.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we asked, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want, now and years from now. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Don Kirk or Sheila Davidsmeyer today at 217-285-4014. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
Welcome back to you on Central Illinois Sports. The Pittsfield Lady Sockies, the Griggsville Perry Lady Tornadoes here in varsity volleyball action now as the two teams get prepared for the matchup here this evening. And if John breaks the equipment, we'll maybe not hear from him tonight, which some people would say is a blessing. I've only been waiting 31 years to, nope, he fixed it. Shoot, he's back. You can't hear him. I can in my head, and it's sort of like when I try to go to sleep at night, I can hear that sound as well. But the ladies Sockies are out on the court warming up here for the varsity contest on Central Illinois Sports. We did tell you that the varsity football game is canceled for this week, along with the JV contest, as the Socky football team dealing with some quarantine issues, so unable to play this week. Luckily for their first week opponent in Williamsville, they were able to get an opponent scheduled to actually play DuQuoin this week, so that's good for a Williamsville program that, hey, they won a state championship last year, so they're looking to keep some things rolling this year. John, if you don't push that button, we're not going to be, only I'm going to be able to hear you. Go ahead, John.
I was just going to say the Williamsville program that won a state championship last year and then returned a very large number of those young men.
Yes, they did. They should be very, very good. Unfortunately, they won't be able to defend that title. So there's no playoffs. Let's hoping win a game, right? That's what the who was that said that, John?
Herm Edwards?
I don't think it was Herm, was it?
That's what I thought it was.
Where's he coaching now? Somewhere in college.
I have no idea.
Arizona State, maybe?
Could be. I have no idea.
Somewhere warm. It's warmer.
That was a good choice on his part.
Yeah, warmer than here for sure, but We're looking forward to this varsity contest. The Lady Sockies with a quick win in the JV game, but I think we'll see a little bit more competition here in the varsity contest both ways. And the thing about it is your first game at high school, which is what we saw from both of those squads. Sometimes you have some first game jitters, but some pretty seasoned players for Pittsfield on the volleyball side of things. Not only playing junior high, but some of them playing some club volleyball as well. Get some extra work in, and it's really paid off for some of these Lady Socky players. And as we talked about during the basketball season, John, this is a pretty good group of athletes that Pittsfield has. When you can put on the basketball court, it was 5 athletes at a time. Here it's 6. It gives you a big advantage.
It certainly does, Charlie, and height doesn't hurt anything either on either of those sports, although we saw in Rebecca Newpower, height is not everything in volleyball.
No, it's not. You can be the smallest person on the court and still do quite well, as she did in the junior varsity game here tonight. Let's pause for a break on the Cards Communication U.S. Cellular halftime show. We're halfway home here. JV game in the books. Again, Pittsfield won that. If you're just joining us, 25-3, 25-13. The Lady Sockies on the court for their warm-up. Griggsville Perry will get 6 minutes, about 2 minutes and 23 seconds from now to warm up as well. And we'll be back with you after this 2-minute break.
Up is your local source for custom apparel and awards. Geared Up offers a wide variety of apparel options, including embroidery, t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos. We do it all. Ask us how we can help you raise funds for your local school or organization. Find us online at www.wegearyouup.com or call 217-473-6290. That's 473-6290 for Geared Up custom apparel and awards.
Did you know that Prairie Land FS doesn't just sell seed? They treat it and box it right here at one of their local facilities, then deliver it to your farm or fields. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Press Yours on You would like to thank everyone in our community for your support in the past 15 years. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space with spirit wear for Unity Mustangs, Liberty Eagles, Brown County Hornets, and our hometown Central Panthers. Businesses, let us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. We are excited to now offer lasered hat patches. With limitations on attendance to local sporting events, we are excited to help bring you this game. Press Yours on You, 506 Westwood, Camp Point, Illinois.
PCRE Real Estate and Auction is your #1 resource for buying or selling real estate in West Central Illinois. With 2 office locations, one in Pike County and the other in Calhoun County, PCRE Real Estate and Auction is the place to go when you're looking to buy or sell farmland, recreational and hunting land, residential or commercial property. See our current listings at PCRERealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for PCRE Real Estate and Auction.
It's time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Bob Ray, Jesse Shootman, Triopian Kansas State grad Emily Carls, Nathan and new All-Star accountant Madeline Heyer. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
Welcome back on Central Illinois Sports. Pittsfield has finished their warm-up in preparation for the varsity contest. It's now Griggsville Perry's turn to get some warm-up hits across the net. As we noticed in the JV game, and we didn't really know before, because that's just kind of how we do things, they're not going to switch sides. They are going to slap hands before the game, which...
Or they did for the JV game, at least.
I hope we didn't break the rules in that one. And I know I'm really not trying to make light of it because, you know, the virus really has done a lot of damage, a lot of deaths, that sort of thing. But there's just some rules that, John, quite honestly, didn't make any sense. In the basketball season, you couldn't jump. In wrestling, you don't have to wear a mask. You can wrestle against somebody, which I don't know if you kind of watch that. It's kind of a close and personal event. Can't shake hands afterwards.
Or before.
And here you can't change benches, even though you're in the same building some 20 feet away from one another.
Obviously, the net is a great COVID barrier.
Could be. It could be. But in all seriousness, we're hoping that all the teams can make it through the season healthy and safe as well. And we thank a lot of the, you take a look at what school administrators and teachers and custodians have had to go through to just get through this point of the season. Pittsfield, for instance, just went back to school on more of a full-time basis this week, 4 days a week. And it's March, John. School year's 2 months away from being over, and they're just going to school for the first time full year. So that means there's been a lot of work to try to make things happen more in a virtual setting, and really, not everybody prepared to do that. And it's worked more successfully for some kids than others, and I think we found out very quickly this year that we knew what we've known for about 100 years now. School's really meant to be done in person.
Do you think so?
Well, I'm not a scientist. But
oh, okay. Well, school in person, I would have been terrible at virtual school because I don't really pay attention very well when I have distractions, and I tend to learn things by hearing them, and all of those things I would not have done very well on the computer, but I'm glad that some kids are doing a great job at it, and I know some people have really liked it. I know when Tim was out here a while back, he talked about he liked it because it only took him about a third the time that it would normally take for school.
Yep. Glad they're getting a chance to play a volleyball season. When they reinstated sports, they talked about a 6-week season. I think people were excited. I can tell you that probably the most challenging one to get in will be football, just based on the fact of the mere numbers and how hard it would be to reschedule a game. In basketball, let's say you had missed a couple of games, you're right back at it maybe the next week.
Or the next day.
Right, and your opponent can maybe find somebody else. It's a little harder in football. If you find out of a positive test on a Wednesday to try to reschedule for that Friday night. So, I think we'll see more cancellations than probably we can imagine when it comes to the football side. And especially in the smaller schools, at the college level, the way they were doing it was just close contacts. And that's very easy when you're playing in a college program, and linemen are only associating with linemen, and receivers are mostly with their group, and cornerbacks are mostly with the other defensive backs. But talk about a high school program, your cornerback may be your quarterback, and your left guard on the offensive line may be your defensive tackle. So you're not talking about a lot of different folks to be able to switch in and out.
Well, and also at the Division I level especially, they had the advantage of basically they quarantined them from the rest of the world. I know the Illinois basketball team has been living in a hotel where they essentially have their own floor. They are bused to their practice facility. They have practice. Then they go back to the hotel and they have class virtually. And they're only around those people. So it's very hard for them to gain contact with the virus, even if they're not coming in contact with it against an opponent. But, these kids go home to their home every day, so
yep,
a lot different.
It probably has worked out better than it should have at this point. Let's pause for a break here, and we'll get set for the contest after this.
It's time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Bob Ray, Jesse Shootman, Triope and Kansas State grad Emily Carls, Nathan and new All-Star accountant Madeline Heyer. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you. When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Don Kirk or Sheila Davidsmeyer today at 217-285-4014. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Welcome back to you on Central Illinois Sports. Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Bowlers Universe. They're open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Saturdays, 4 to midnight. They offer many menu items, burgers and fries, specialty pizzas. Try one of the many craft beers as well at Bowlers Universe. Come out and enjoy the fun. I believe they're going to have the national anthem here in just a moment. And they will, and we'll step aside for a timeout. We'll start the varsity contest. Pittsfield and Griggsville Perry head-to-head in high school volleyball action on Central Illinois Sports.
Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today. Western Illinois Fellowship of Christian Athletes offers support to our coaches, teachers, and athletes. Our mission is to help each grow in a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. Western Illinois FCA invites you to go to westernilfca.org to find out more or to join us as a financial partner. Look for some great events coming up. In May, banquets in Jacksonville and Quincy, and the $1 Million Golf Shot too. Western Illinois FCA, working for you.
Well, we're just about ready for varsity volleyball action, brought to you in part by Lipkeman Seed Sales, your Pioneer dealer, including precision farming and crop insurance. Call Aaron Lipkeman, 217-430-4516, or Brett Lipkeman, 217-242-2708. Starters for Griggsville Perry will be Kaylee Spencer, also Renee Martin, Sydney Brown, Grace Stabile, also Ashley Waters, and then Sophie Bennett. For the Lady Sockies, it'll be Kate Huber, Katie Cox, Ellie Tinike. Also in the starting lineup will be Cassidy Poore, Chloe Lemons, and Reagan Smithers for the Lady Sockies of Pittsfield High School. Starting lineups are also brought to you in part by the Pike County Express, your local family-owned newspaper, serving Pike County since 1991. Check it out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you. We also want to remind you about Real Net and Twine. They're located just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport, and they've got lots of new items for you. Some outdoor hanging items for your favorite sports team, concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, benches. They've got lots of items to choose from. Stop by and see Rick and Tracy Reel and their staff, or call 285-5013. Pittsfield will be in the black uniforms with the red numbers and white trim here in the varsity contest. For Griggsville Perry, they're in the maroon uniforms with the white numbers and gold accents. And the two teams just about ready to get underway here in the varsity contest. We'll start it off tonight by reminding you about Pike County Concrete. If you need concrete for your next job or project, it's Pike County Concrete. That's the place to call. They have locations in Pittsfield and Jacksonville to better serve you. 285-5548. And hey, don't forget, you have to dial that 217 now, because we have another area code over the top of us here. 7 something, isn't it?
We don't have one, but
well, there's one over our area. That's why you have to dial 217.
Do you know anyone that has that area code right now? Since it's 7 something? Like Abby something, right?
Abby Normal, yeah. We're about ready to go here. John's here for you, folks. Don't worry. We're glad to have him as well. And
it'd be hard for you to do play-by-play and run the camera.
Not really.
You'd have to be able to do it in the little screen.
Haley Smith is in at the libero spot. She sits Smithers to the bench, and we're just about ready to roll here in the varsity contest on Central Illinois Sports. And it'll be out of bounds. Out behind the back line, Bennett will be the server for Griggsville Perry. Bennett puts the ball in the air with the left hand, hit in the back row by Smith, set up by Tinike, sent across by Lemons, and in for the first point of the night for the Lady Sockies. Makes it a 1-0 advantage on the Trash Queen scoreboard, and L.A. Tinike will be on the serve for Pittsfield. Tinike, the sophomore, sends it across the net with the right hand. Hit in the back row by Spencer. Ball blocked across by Cox. Hit on the other side by Martin. Set up here by Tinike, and with the kill is Katie Cox. 2-0 Lady Sockies.
Katie Cox can really fly and really gives her an advantage in this sport.
Tonight back for her second serve of the evening. Toward the back line, hit there by Spencer. Ball out of bounds as Martin tried to run it down, but it's out of bounds and a point for the Lady Sockies. They lead 3-0. 3-0 the advantage. Tonight will be on the serve. Sends it across the net. Hit in the back row by Martin. Ball sent across the net now by Brown. Smith diving for it with the save. That time was Hoover, but the Lady Sock is unable to send it across and makes it 3-1 as Griggsville Perry on the board for the first time in the varsity contest. Brown will be on the serve. Brown is a sophomore for Griggsville Perry. With a right hand across the net it goes. Smith to Tenike. Hits it across. Ball dug out there by Spencer. Sent back across the net by Martin. Bumped by Cox. Set by Tenike. Sent down by Poor. Dug out on the other side by the Lady Tornadoes. Waters hits it across. Partially blocked by Cox. Now she tries to send it back across as was set by Poor. It's into the net. And a point for the Lady Tornadoes. 3-2 the score. Tornadoes down, but on the serve here. Brown again on the serve. Good hard line drive, and that one actually hits Kate Hoover in the nose that time, and the game's tied at 3. Brown with some good force on her serves. Hits it across. Set up here by Tenike from Smith. The Cox sends it across and out of bounds, and the Lady Tornadoes have their first lead, 4-3. So Brown serving, proving to be solid so far for Griggsville Perry. Sydney Brown with the serve, and that's what you call the old broadcaster jinx as she sends it into the net in a game tied at 4. Into the contest will come Emma Sachs for the Lady Sockies. And she replaces Kate Hoover. No, Chloe Lemon sits down. Here's Sachs on the serve. Per the sideline, ball hit by Brown. Set up by Bennett. Trying to send it across was Waters, but it's blocked by Cox. And the Lady Sockies back on top 5-4. Emma Sachs with her second serve of this affair. With her right hand, a high serve across the net. Hit in the back line by Brown. Set up there by, or two Waters, I should say. Sends it across. Now Tenike with the set. Trying to find Hoover, and Hoover thought the ball was going to hit the net. It does end up skimming just inside on the Lady Sockies side and falls to the court. We're tied at 5.
Hoover had 2 hits there.
Stabile on the serve now, taken to the back line by Smith. Set by Tenike for Cox, and she's a little short on the kill shot and into the net. 6-5, Griggsville Perry with the advantage once again on the Trash Queen scoreboard. 3-2-0, 43-20 for Trash Queen. Stabile on the serve, and she'll hit it into the net for the service error. Inside out for the Lady Sockies. Game tied at 6. In for Pittsfield, Michaela Jennings. Also, Smithers returns. Smith and Poor take a chair. And Jennings is back for the serve. Good solid serve, hit high in the middle by Martin. Set up here by Bennett for Waters. Sends it across in the back line, Tenike. Set by Cox for Hoover. Hits it across. On the other side now, Brown leaves it for Bennett. Hit back across by Martin. Set up on the other side, Smithers for Cox. Taps it across, and they'll say she was.
Must have been in the net.
In the net, and
Maybe.
It'll be a point for Griggsville Perry.
I did not see the signal from the referee, sorry.
Too far across, possibly. 7-6 Lady Tornadoes. Waters will be on the serve now. Waters with a high, hard serve and out of bounds, and the game is tied at 7. Good, solid, close contest here so far. Waters sits down as into the contest will come Tate for the first time. Claire Tate, the junior, for Griggsville Perry. Katie Cox on the serve for Pittsfield. Ball hit in the middle by Stabile. Set up for Spencer. Gets it across. Has to go back. Tenike now. Good save on the floor after it was Stabile. Tenike on the other side for the Lady Sockies to Smithers. Too hard out of bounds. And Griggsville Perry reclaims the advantage, 8-7. 8-7 Lady Tornadoes with the lead. And on the serve here is Renee Martin with the left hand. Ball taken by Jennings up for Hoover. Hits it across. Hits off of Brown into the back line. Martin back to Brown. Across it goes Cox. Set up by Tenike to Hoover. Into the net. And a point for Griggsville Perry. 9-7 Lady Tornadoes. Back out of bounds. Martin to serve. Lefty across the net. In the back line, Sachs to Tinike. Sets it up for Smithers. Kind of leans back and sends it across. A high shot now, Bennett. Gets it over to Brown and across. In the back line, Cox. Set up by Tinike. Right at the net, Hoover. Hits it across, and they'll say that
we're going to have a replay.
A redo. One of my favorite things in volleyball, the redo. Kind of like a double foul. I'm not really sure what happened, so we're going to do it again. Martin on the serve. In the back line to Jennings. Hits it across, and it kind of surprised Brown that time. And it goes to the court, a point for the Lady Sockies, 9-8.
I believe that time on the redo, both teams had players in the net.
Lemons is back in. Sachs sits down for Pittsfield, and Kate Hoover on the serve for the Lady Sockies. They trail 8-9. Hoover with the serve, taken there by Spencer. Ball hit across by Bennett. Set up on the other side, Tinike for Hoover. Ball now hits off the ceiling, comes down Martin with a good save across Brown. Into the back line for the Lady Sockies, Hoover. Tinike sets it up for Smithers. She'll send it back across for the back line, Brown. Sets it up here and now hits it across, does Spencer. Good volley that we have going. Hoover across Bennett into the back line. Nice save by Stabile, but her teammates unable to send it back across the net. And the game's tied at 9. 9-all here on the Trash Queen scoreboard.
Had a winner in the Queen of Hearts, Charlie.
Hey! Ball to Stabile for Griggsville Perry. Sending it across as Brown. Set up there by Smithers. Tinike back to Smithers. Ball hit on the other side by Spencer. Set by Bennett for Brown. Check that, that's Spencer. Spencer on the kill. And makes it a 10-9 advantage for Griggsville Perry. Good close game, not 90, let's make it 10. Not even 109, 10-9 Griggsville Perry. And back on the serve here is Spencer. Another lefty. Ball on the back line taken by Cox now to Tinike for Smithers. Ball tried to be blocked at the net by Brown, but unable to complete the deal, and we're tied at 10. 10-10. Rin 10-10. Is that a TV show?
I think with a dog in it, wasn't it?
No, I think it was. Poor is back into the game. She'll replace. That'll be Jennings taking a chair. Also back in is Smith, and she's on the serve, the libero. She didn't just wear the wrong jersey today. She'll hit the ball into the net and make it 11-10. Griggsville Perry. Brief pause in the action reminds us to tell you about Moose Lodge 420. Check them out for their Friday meals. It's a new special each week. The food's hot, the drinks are cold at Moose Lodge 420 in Pittsfield. Bennett is back on the serve. For the Lady Tornadoes.
Game for the Lady Tornadoes also.
Thank you, John. Ball into the back line. Hoover set by Tinike for Poor. Poor sends it across the net. Back there by Martin. To Waters, trying to get it across with Stabile, unable to do so, and we're tied at 11. Do you ever get the feeling that this one's going to go right down to the wire, John?
It may, and then sometimes somebody gets momentum and just takes it over.
Tinike will be on the serve now for the Lady Sockies, the right-hander. Ball taken to the back line by Spencer to Brown, right back to Spencer, sends it across. Tinike to Cox, who sets it up for Poor on the right side. Into the back line now, Martin. Bennett sets it up for Waters, and it is out of bounds. All right, the referee pointed both ways, but it is a point for the Lady Sockies. Makes it 12-11, and Tinike back on the serve. Tinike into the back line, taken by Spencer. Ball set up for Waters. Waters will send it across the net. Hoover. Now Tinike for Poor. Had a hit behind her head as the set was just a little wide, and it'll be too many hits for the Lady Sockies. We're tied at 12. On the serve now is Brown. She had some good success from that spot the last time. Hoover for the Lady Sockies. Tinike sets it up for Lemons. It's into the net, but over and down, and makes it 13-12 Pittsfield. Lemons sits down. Sachs back in. She'll be on the serve. Heavener will also check in and replace Hoover for Pittsfield. Emma Sachs serving for the second time this evening. Her squad leading 13-12. Sachs' serve is into the net for the error and the point for Griggsville Perry to tie the game at 13 points apiece. On the serve now, Stabile for the Lady Tornadoes. Game one here in the Varsity contest. Stabile's serve is into the net, and it'll be a point to the Lady Sockies as back-to-back errors by both squads. That will bring Jennings and Smithers back in. Smith and Poor will sit down for Pittsfield. And Jennings will be on the serve for the Lady Sockies. They lead 14-13. Jennings' serve is into the back line, hit by Brown. Set up by Stabile. Got to go across this time, does Martin. Into the back line onto the other side. It's set up for Heavener. Tried for the kill. Ball dug out by Waters, but out of bounds it goes. And it'll be a point for the Lady Sockies, 15-13 the lead. Jennings again on the serve for Pittsfield. Michaela Jennings, good serve. Waters hits it on the other side toward the net. Nice save by Spencer, across by Martin to Jennings in the back line. Tenike sets it up for Cox with the kill. 16-13, Lady Sockies. And Coach Van Winkle wants a timeout for Griggsville Perry. We'll pause as well. 16-13, Pittsfield leads Griggsville Perry. Back with you after this.
No matter who wins today, you can be on the winning team. Discover a job where your pay, job security, and safety are our top priorities. At DOT, our material handlers and drivers earn some of the best money in the market. Plus, we top that off with goal-based pay opportunities, profit sharing, vacation time, 401k matching, and more. Make your fantasy team a reality. Join DOT today.
Prairie Land FS is locally owned and operated. We proudly serve our neighbors like you with 24-hour service to ensure the comfort of you and your family. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Here in game number one, it's a 16-13 advantage for the Pittsfield Lady Sockies over the Griggsville Perry Lady Tornadoes. And we're back to live action after the timeout, but not before they get the fully sterilized volleyball back in play.
Had to get it out of the autoclave.
And Jennings is back on the serve for the Lady Sockies, and she's going to get another ace right here as the Lady Tornadoes unable to return that one across the net, and makes it 17-13 Pittsfield. This is as far of a spread as we've seen in this contest to this point. Jennings again on the serve for the Lady Sockies, and this one's out of bounds. And that will be a point for Griggsville Perry to make it 17-14, and the serve back to the Tornadoes as Waters will be on the serve. Ashley Waters, the senior for Griggsville Perry, with a good serve to Jennings in the back line. Hit across, right back it goes by Spencer. Ball now hit by Tenike right at the net. Sent back across by Jennings. Now the ball falls a little short as Smithers tried to set it up. Was hoping for somebody to spike it down, and they weren't able to do so. Makes it 17-15. Waters serving for Griggsville Perry, down by 2. Hits it toward the left side. Cox set up by Tenike for Heavener, who takes it across. Stabile returns it to Martin. Ball blocked now as Spencer tried to hit it. Blocked by Cox and Heavener. And a point for the Lady Sockies to make it 18-15. Into the contest comes Tate once again for Griggsville Perry. She replaces Waters. Katie Cox on the serve for Pittsfield, and she finds the new person in Tate. Tate unable to put that ball in the air enough for her squad, and it makes it 19-15 Pittsfield. Cox again on the serve for Lady Sockies in the black uniforms this evening. Good hard serve off of Stabile, and another ace for Katie Cox. Back-to-back aces, and that forces Griggsville Perry to call the timeout. 20-15, Lady Sockies up by 5 here in game number 1 on Central Illinois Sports.
In a world that seems to be out of control, your friends at First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Illinois want you to know that the hope of God's love reaches out to you. God loves you, and He has a purpose for your life. If you'd like to learn more about this, we invite you to join us at 8 a.m. or at 10:30 on Sunday mornings at 225 North Memorial Street in Pittsfield, or online at fccpittsfield.org, our Facebook page, or our YouTube channel. First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Illinois, a safe place to learn and grow.
20-15, the lead for Pittsfield on top of Griggsville Perry on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Lady Sockies will have Katie Cox on the serve following the timeout by the Lady Tornadoes. Hey, another fun rule. You can warm up before the game with opposite volleyballs, but use the same volleyball during the game.
It would be really hard if you had to use different ones.
Would make it more interesting, wouldn't it? Maybe more of a challenge. How about 3 aces in a row? What do they call that, John? 3 aces in a row? A turkey. And
it would be a turkey in bowling. Yeah, I know. I don't know.
It's the volleyball version of the turkey. Here's Cox trying to go for the four-peat, but it's hit across by Stabil. Sent right back down, though, by Smithers, but they'll say she was into the net. So it's Griggsville Perry side out. 21-16. Chance for the Lady Tornadoes to make a run here toward the end of game number 1 as Martin will be on the serve. The left-hander sends it across the net. Hit there by Jennings, set up by Cox, sent across Heavener, and it hits the deck. As Stabil was on the floor trying to save the point for her squad. Unable to do so, makes it 22-16. Lemons is back into the game, as is Hoover, sitting down Heavener. And who else sat down, John? Was that Sachs? I believe it was.
Yes.
Hoover on the serve for Pittsfield. Ball hit by Martin, high in the air. Trying to send it across was Martin, but it's blocked by Smithers. Makes it 23-16, Lady Sockies. And they're 2 points away from a Game 1 victory. Kate Hoover, the senior, on the serve. Good serve, hit in the middle there by Tate. Ball set up and sent across by Brown. Saved there by Hoover, set up by Tenike for Smithers. Back it comes quickly to Tenike, to Smithers, who has just a little tap across the net, and they'll say that she
must have been in the net
again, and makes it 23-17. So side out Griggsville Perry. Spencer on the serve with a running jump serve. In the back line, Cox to Tenike. Ball hit down by Lemons, sent back high. Right back down by Smithers. Over it comes again to Lemons. Now poking it across was Bennett. Ball set by Tenike for Smithers with the kill. 24-17, and game point here for Pittsfield, and they'll bring the libero Smith back into serve. Also, Poor will return. She will replace Jennings.
Also, Smithers sat down, I believe.
Yep, that's who Smith came in for. Had you been paying attention. Here's Smith on the serve. Ball in the back line. Tate hits it across, and that ball falls inbounds, and that's a point for Griggsville Perry. Tate kind of drew her hands back like maybe she had made a mistake there, but she got that ball to fall inbounds. 24-18.
Tate out, Waters back in.
Bennett on the serve for the Lady Tornadoes in a 24-18 game. Pittsfield on top. Ball into the back line to Smith, set by Tenike. Up for Lemons, into the net. 25-19. Griggsville Perry not going away just yet. Lady Sockies on the brink of a win, but the Tornadoes trying with a late game comeback here. Ball sent across by Bennett. Off of Smith, saved in by Hoover, sent across by Cox. To Bill. Tried to set it up, but it falls to the ground, and it's a Game 1 win for the Lady Sockies, 25-19. On the Trash Queen scoreboard, we pause here as the teams will have a little break in between Games 1 and 2. It's a 1-0 lead for the Lady Sockies after Game 1, and we're back with you after this timeout on Central Illinois Sports.
It's time for you to find out the difference that thousands have found with Westtown Ford in Jacksonville. If you're looking for a new Ford, Lincoln, or maybe a used car, truck, or SUV, why don't you take the short drive to Jacksonville, Illinois, Westtown Ford. They have the best sales and service in the area, and what a selection, thousands to choose from. It's Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, 30 minutes from high prices. Phone 217-245-7101 or go to westtownford.com. With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Derek Harris, can help. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, you can work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek, it's the new beginning. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street, Quincy. Edward Jones, making sense of investments. Member SIPC. Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon guys to get it right the first time. No job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, we couldn't resist. Call Braden today at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family.
You can plan for most things in your life, but being sick isn't one of them. That's why Illini Express has expanded hours so your family can get the care you require. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, Illini Express can see patients 18 months and older, no appointment necessary. When you can't wait to feel better, Illini Express is here for you. Located on the square in Pittsfield. Learn more at IlliniHospital.org.
Welcome back to you on Central Illinois Sports, ready for game number 2 as Pittsfield and Griggsville Perry playing here in varsity volleyball action. It's brought to you in part by Waters Concrete. Tim Waters offers quality concrete for your new build, driveways, sidewalks, decorative patios, and anything with concrete. Waters Concrete ready to serve you. Call 309-252-1052. It's a 1-0 lead for the Pittsfield Lady Sockies over Griggsville Perry. Time for game number 2. And the referees check to make sure the right players are in play here. And while they do that, we remind you about Graham Angus Farm. Give Danny Graham a call for your purebred Angus cattle needs. Bulls and heifers currently for sale at Graham Angus Farm, Milton, Illinois. Call Danny 217-723-4116. Ellie Tenike will be on the serve first for the Lady Sockies as they took game number 1. A game that was close throughout before the Lady Sockies pulled away toward the end to win 25-19. Tenike on the serve. Ball hit across. Martin with it for Griggsville Perry to Bennett, set up for Stabil. Hoover on the other side, set by Tenike, trying to set it up for Smith, whose shot is short of the net, and it's a quick 1-0 lead for Griggsville Perry. Bennett will be on the serve for the Lady Tornadoes. It's the ball in the air with the left hand to Cox in the back line, set by Tenike for Katie Cox, sent forcibly back across, good dig by Martin, sent back across the net. Tenike sets it up for Cox, sends it back on the hit. Spencer on the dig to Bennett. Across it goes Brown. Now Hoover sets it for Tenike. Ball tapped back across by Waters, and it'll be a point for Griggsville Perry as the ball was tipped coming back across the net before it went out of bounds. 2-0 Lady Tornadoes. Bennett again on the serve for GP. It's the ball across the net, and this one is out of bounds. Oh, the referee says it was not out of bounds, and it's a 3-0 advantage for the Lady Tornadoes.
I thought that was out by at least a full width of a ball there.
Well, if you had the video replay, I think it would have shown true, but a break for GP. Let's see if they can capitalize. Bennett across the net on the serve. Cox, Tenike sets it for Lemons. Lemons will get the kill as it is unable to be dug out by Spencer, and the Lady Sockies are on the board for the first time. Makes it a 3-1 score.
Volleyball needs to go to the lasers like they do for professional tennis now, Charlie.
Sounds expensive.
It does sound kind of expensive.
Lemons on the serve for the first time of the evening. Ball hit back across Waters. Right back it comes Spencer. Tenike sets it up for Cox into the net. Trying to dig it out with Spencer, but unable to get the ball back in the air, and makes it 3-2. Griggsville Perry's lead trimmed to 1. It's 2 serving 3. Pittsfield on the serve, down by a point. Lemons on the serve for the Lady Sockies, and it's into the net on the service error, and gives Griggsville Perry a 2-point lead again, 4-3. Here comes Taylor Scott into the game for the first time on the evening, and Lemons will sit down. Serving is Brown for GP. Into the back line, Smith. Scott goes on the chase, but that ball almost into the bleachers and out of bounds, and it's 5-2 Lady Tornadoes. Brown has been impressive when she's back as the server for this Griggsville Perry squad, just a sophomore. Hoover to Tenike, who sets it up for Heebner, and trying to block at that time was Martin, and she said, the ball just got stuck between my thumbs. She actually caught the ball. I don't know that I've ever seen that quite like that.
She kind of laughed about it at least, so.
It was a good block, but the ball just stuck between her thumbs.
Her hands
side out for the Lady Sockies.
Hands were either not tight enough or too tight together, and
Jennings is back in, and she'll be on the serve for Pittsfield, trailing by 2. Jennings is served to the back line in Spencer. Bennett sets it up for Waters. Waters' shot is out of bounds. Makes the score 5-4. Here in game number 2, Lady Sockies lead 1-0 in this match. Waters to Bennett, right back to Waters. Ball blocked back by Katie Cox. And the game is tied at 5 points apiece. Pittsfield trying to take an advantage for the first time in this game. Jennings on the serve for Pittsfield. This one is way long and out of bounds, and it'll be 6'5" Griggsville Perry side out.
That one almost out of bounds on the basketball court.
Stabile will be on the serve now for the Lady Tornadoes. Sends it across the net, taken by Scott. Set by Tenike right at the net for Cox. Taps it across. Ball sent back by Waters to Scott. Hits it, and Tenike goes to the floor trying to save it for her squad, but it's under the net, and 7-5 now, Griggsville Perry. Stabile again on the serve for the Lady Tornadoes. Sends it toward the sideline. Cox. Tenike sets it up for Hoover, and she'll spike it for the kill. 7-6. Side out Lady Sakis. The ball goes towards the annex. A run down there by Griggsville Perry and hits the back of Bennett. Bennett says, what are we doing here? Just send it under the net. Katie Cox is ready to serve for Pittsfield. Cox, the junior, on the serve. All hit in the air by Martin. Stabile sets it up for Waters. She'll bump it across. Jennings to Tenike, who sends it back across. Stabile, Bennett set for Waters, and it's hit back across now by Jennings. Saved to the back line, Spencer to Waters. Over to Tenike for Pittsfield. To Smithers, who tried for the spike, and into the net. Point for Griggsville Perry. They lead 8-6.
Smithers just caught the ball a little low that time and couldn't get it elevated enough to get it over the net.
Here's Waters on the serve. Good forceful serve. Cox takes it in the back line, set up by Tenike for Jennings. Ball by Bennett. Set here for Spencer, who puts it across and in for the point. It's a 3-point lead now for Griggsville Perry, 9-6 here in game number 2. Waters will be on the serve. The senior. This one's out of bounds. Too hard and makes it 9-7. Both teams will do some substituting here. Tate is back in for Griggsville Perry. Waters sits down for Pittsfield. Coming back into the contest is Chloe Lemons as she replaces Taylor Scott. Kate Hoover has the serve for Pittsfield. With the right hand. Ball hit by Stabile. Goes back across the net. Tenike sends it right back and just inside the back line for a point. 9-8. 8 serving 9 here as Pittsfield trails, but Hoover trying to tie the game on this serve. Hoover sends the ball across, hit in the middle by Stabile for Martin, who leaves it to Spencer. Takes it across the net now, Cox. Set by Tenike for Smithers, who puts it in for the kill. Game tied at 9 now. The Trash Queen scoreboard. Trash Queen 320-4320 for all your residential and commercial trash pickup needs. Hoover on the serve toward the left side. Ball is hit by Brown, and it bounced left on her and out of bounds and makes it a 10-9 Lady Saki advantage, and Griggsville Perry wants the timeout. 10-9 Pittsfield leads Griggsville Perry in game number 2 on Central Illinois Sports.
I'm Trevor Zumal, your candidate for Ward 2 in Pittsfield for City Council. I was raised here, and I brought my family and my beautiful 3-year-old daughter back to live here. I'm committed to this ward and this community. I believe in this city. Most of all, I believe in the people. I will work to bring new opportunities to this town, to find better ways to utilize great things already here, like the lake and the airport. I'm invested in Pittsfield, and I want to be your Ward 2 representative for Pittsfield City Council.
On April 6th, vote Trevor Zumwalt, City Council Alderman, Ward 2.
After the Griggsville Perry timeout, Pittsfield will be on the serve, leading 10-9 in game number 2.
I believe their first lead of the game.
Could be. Here's an ace now by Kate Hoover. Hoover has given the Lady Sakis an 11-9 advantage now.
Serve would have been very near the sideline. May have stayed in bounds.
I think it would have been in. Hoover on the serve again. This one toward the back line. Hit high by Brown, and Tate and Martin both were going after it. Unable to come up with it there. 12-9 Lady Sakis. Hoover again on the serve for Pittsfield. Sends it across the net. Hit in the back line by Brown. Set by Bennett. for Spencer. The lefty takes it across. Dug out there by Lemons. Tenike sets it up. Now Jennings with a shot from about midway. Hits it across and gets it down for another Lady Socky point. Makes it 13-9. 13-9 Pittsfield. As they're building a lead here, kind of like they did in game one. Close for a while, then they kind of pulled away toward the end. Hoover with the serve. Brown's shot is wide left across the net, makes it 14-9. Back into the contest will come, well, actually I think this is Garrett's first time in the game here in the varsity contest as she replaces Brown. 14-9 Lady Sockies. Hoover again on the serve. Just over the net. Martin to Bennett. Sets it up for Spencer. Across the net, Lemons. Set by Tenike. Back to Lemons for the spike. Ball saved in. Martin trying to hit it across and too far to go for Spencer that time. It's 15-9 Pittsfield. Hoover again on the serve for the Lady Sockies. Doing a nice job there on the service point side of things. Bennett sets it up. Ball blocked back across, but sent right back as Martin gets the block on her side. And the point for Griggsville Perry. Side out Lady Tornadoes, and Martin will go back to serve. Renee Martin. A lot of left-handers in this game, aren't there?
There are.
Cox, Lemons, hits it across. Martin will hit the ball. It went backwards. Tate gave chase, but unable to run it down, and it's 16-10 Pittsfield. Here comes Heavener back into the game. She replaces Jennings.
Do you think that affects anything, Charlie, other than that they hit the ball with the other hand?
I think the ball would spin a little differently, wouldn't it? Here's Smithers on the serve. Stabile in the back line to Bennett, who leaves it high for Spencer. Sends it across the net. Lemons. Ball tapped across by Heavener. Off of Spencer into the court for a Lady Socky point, 17-10. Creating some space here in game two as Smithers again will be on the serve with the jump serve. Hits it too hard and out of bounds. Good recognition by the Lady Tornadoes that time. The score is 17-11. Brown back in for Griggsville Perry. Replaces Garrett. On the other side, Smithers takes the chair as Smith checked back in at the libero spot for Pittsfield. On the serve is another left-handed Spencer. Dug by Smith. Set by Tenike. Ball hit across by Lemons. Nice job by Spencer. Looked like she might have jammed a finger. Ball sent across by Stabile. Tenike sets it for Heavener with the kill. Spike that time by Heavener. 18-11. Lady Sockies, and Tenike will be back to serve. Tenike is a sophomore. Sends the ball across the net. Martin leaves it high for Bennett, who sets it up for Brown. Her shot into the net. And it's 19-11 Lady Sockies, and Griggsville Perry wants the timeout. We'll pause as well. 19-11 Pittsfield on top here in game number 2. Back with you after this.
Who wins today? You can be on the winning team. Discover a job where your pay, job security, and safety are our top priorities. At DOT, our material handlers and drivers earn some of the best money in the market. Plus, we top that off with goal-based pay opportunities, profit sharing, vacation time, 401k matching, and more. Make your fantasy team a reality. Join DOT today.
John?
Yeah.
Wishing you a happy holiday. You know what holiday it is?
It is, it's not Boxing Day. I don't know, what is it?
Dalrymple opened.
Oh, that is a holiday. How late are they open?
Well, John, I do believe they're open until 8 o'clock tonight, so no ice cream for you, my friend. Unless this one gets over in a hurry and you don't pick up equipment, which is not an option. Tenike's on the serve for the Lady Sockies. They lead 19-11. Martin sends it right back across the net. Smith setting it up. Tenike for Cox. Ball dug out on the other side by Martin. Sent back across by Bennett. Set by Tenike for Heavener. In the back line on the hit that time was Tate. Ball sent across by Stabile. In the back line, Smith. Tenike across to Lemons. Ball dug out that time by Martin. Set by Bennett for Stabile. Blocked down, though, by Katie Cox. And it's a point for the Lady Sockies to make it 20-11. On the Trash Queen scoreboard. It's their largest lead of this contest, this 9-point bulge. after they trailed early. Tenike on the serve. Martin in the back line. Ball mishit there, nearly colliding were Brown and Spencer. They avoid one another. At the point, though, to the Lady Sockies, 21-11. Tenike again on the serve for Pittsfield. Martin with the hit. Again, a miss hit. She's been pretty solid for this Griggsville Perry squad, but back-to-back hits kind of off the side of the hand. And it's 22-11 as Pittsfield trying to make it a clean sweep here in both the JV and varsity. Now Martin with a good bump of the ball. Sets it up. Stabil sends it across. In the back line, Hoover. Hit there by Tenike for Cox on the kill. Man, Cox can really get in the air. Soars to the net and spikes it down to make it 23-11, Lady Sockies. 2 points away from the victory here. Tenike on the serve. Across it goes in the back line, saying she's got it was Martin, true to her word. Bennett now sends it across the left hand. In the back line, Hoover to Tenike. Back it goes Smith across the net, hit by Stabil. Bennett will set it up. Stabil back across the net on the Lady Sockies side. Lemons to Cox. Lemons sends it across with the two-hand push of the ball. Tate kept it alive. Stabil sends it across. Now Hoover, Tenike sets it for Cox on another kill. 24-11 Lady Sockies, and this is match point for Pittsfield. How come you could never jump like that, John? Gravity?
I always assumed that was what it was. My flat feet didn't allow it, Charlie.
Tenike with an ace to end the game, and the Lady Sockies with the 25-11 win over Griggsville Perry. We head to the post-game show. It's presented by Illini Community Hospital. We'll name our player of the game and wrap up the broadcast tonight next on Central Illinois Sports.
You can plan for most things in your life, but being sick isn't one of them. That's why Illini Express has expanded hours so your family can get the care you require. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, Illini Express can see patients 18 months and older, no appointment necessary. When you can't wait to feel better, Illini Express is here for you. Located on the square in Pittsfield. Learn more at IlliniHospital.org.
When you hear Pike County Glass, what do you think of? Is it storm window and screen repair? Commercial doors, windows, and storefronts? Maybe it's auto glass repair, including windshields, rock chip repair, side glass, and back glass. Or it could be screen and porches, glass showers and doors, and, well, you get the point. Glass is in their name, and glass is what they do. Pike County Glass, serving the entire area with high-quality craftsmanship, products, and customer service that's second to none. You'll find Pike County Glass at 1071 West Washington Street in Pittsfield, or call them at 217-285-4275.
Hometown Real Estate offers residential buying and selling specialists as well as land specialists across the Midwest. Call our office at 217-285-4502 or call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. Speak to any of the hometown brokers for residential and commercial properties. Kate hopes you are enjoying the broadcast of our local teens enjoying their sports. Give Kate Marable a call at 217-370-9809. Hometown Real Estate for you.
If your job situation is changing because of layoffs or restructuring, you may have to make several decisions. One important decision may be what to do with your retirement plan. Make sure your retirement stays on track. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Well, since 1942, Illini Community Hospital has been serving our community with high-quality medical care close to home. Learn more about their services, including now orthopedic services from Doctors Dar Lutz and Barry Wearies, by visiting IlliniHospital.org. It is a 2-0 win for the Lady Sockies, 25-19, 25-11 over Griggsville Perry here from Pittsfield. The Lady Sockies also won the JV contest 25-3 and 25-13, and a good start to the season for Pittsfield. And Griggsville Perry will continue to improve as the season. We saw some bright spots, John, for the Lady Tornadoes. In fact, in the varsity game, they led early in the contest before Pittsfield was kind of able to pull away with some balls, just kind of mishit by the Lady Tornadoes.
Yeah, for sure, Charlie. And the Lady Sockies got on a roll in each of the two varsity games in particular, where they finally found a server who got it consistently into a spot to play, and then after that, they kind of went on the run to take the lead in both of those games.
Time to name our player of the game, presented by Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, parents, teachers, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the player of the game on Central Illinois Sports. And Katie Cox, the player of the game in this one for the Lady Sockies. Several big blocks, some huge kills late in the contest as well to help the Lady Sockies move to 1-0 on the season. That's going to do it from Boschel Gym. We'll see you Friday night for football action as Carrollton plays host to Pleasant Hill. For John Hull, I'm Charlie Hill. It's another Central Illinois Sports